costly consequences of technology for our society. As a whole, human evolution has come so far in terms of ingenuity and innovation. However, in this day and age, we are starting to conform to the power of technology. According to Sean Carl, a member of the Scientific Research Honor Society in the University of Buffalo, technology is something inherently intelligent enough to either function, be used to function, or be interpreted as having a function that intelligent beings, human or otherwise, can appreciate something devised, designed, or discovered, serving particular purposes from a secular standpoint, without humankind creating it. New technology is causing disturbances in the routines of human lives and has an effect on our human character. In the stimulus piece entitled Dark Side of Resilience, the author, Thomas Shimura, who has a PhD in psychology from the University College London, states, "The best way to develop resilience is through hardships. Oftentimes we see technology taking over human employees in workplaces and enabling us to not face hardships and face adversity head on." Nick Ismail, the global head of brand journalism at HCL Tech, says that in some areas, devices are indeed replacing human minds. Another author, Catherine M. Hertland, noticed this technology and found that some individuals who are more satisfied in their relationships use the media. Resilience is a very sought-after trait that we need as a foundation to the leadership and characteristics that we need in our daily lives. The path that technology is heading on is only going to get worse as hardships decrease and unhealthy characteristics like laziness and lack of persistence will continue to increase. This graph from Statista shows that 70% of people interviewed agree or strongly agree that technology is indeed increasing laziness. This is a scary statistic because that means that 70% of people know that technology is creating laziness, but we do not want to change our ways and develop resilience on our own. Technology also has a huge effect on mental health, which is a large aspect of life that we need to succeed in life. As technology grows, we tend to miss that it affects mental health and social health. According to the University of Gothenburg in Sweden, there is a heavy link between cell phone use and depressive symptoms. Often we change our views and idolize these idols on social media and causes us to lose sight of our own identity because of the standards we set for ourselves. A graph from Psychiatry Research and Clinical Practice shows the increase in correlation of technology use and depression. This causes anxiety, stress, and many more traits that are not helpful for our daily lives. As you can see, especially in teenagers, the more we use our phones, the more stress and anxiety is induced in our lives, on top of all the schoolwork that we have. In addition to this cell phone use, there's the creation of metaverses, which bring us away from our physical reality and brings us to a seemingly perfect utopia. It takes us away from the real challenges that we face and don't let us face it head on. According to Andrea Braun, a board certified in international medicine and nephrology and critical care medicine, there are experiences where physical reality can be replaced by virtual. Bringing this back full circle to the stimulus piece at the beginning of this. Often, we do not face adversity head on because of the challenges and distractions that are brought in like virtual reality. We do not create resilience and adaptation on ourselves, but instead depend on technology. In addition, author Nelson Mandela, who has an honorary doctorate in government and politics from the University Technologia in Makila, says routine can be a pleasant mistress whom is hard to resist, for routine makes the time go faster. We depend on this routine and it only produces bad traits that are unhealthy. To sum up, the distraction of technology creates barriers like virtual reality and unhealthy routines that we get caught up in and blocks us from the development of really healthy traits like resilience and adaptation, which Thomas Music says is so important. The counter-argument is that technology is helping the current crisis that humans have and is necessary for the continued improvement of this generation. According to Paul Wensley, an international award-winning editor, technological developments such as automation and artificial intelligence are helpful to mankind and immediate steps towards sustainability. Using technology under the sea to reduce wildfires and reduce plastic waste can help the chaos of our current problems. However, the rebuttal to this ideology is that helping these problems at hand right now is creating other problems and causing other problems to arise. With more technology to satisfy human needs, more land is often disturbed and more emissions are created, not including the mental and social effects that are happening right now. In addition, social media is seeking into adolescents and their adaptable and resilient traits are disappearing. Overall, the cons far outweigh the pros, pointing that technology is not the answer for what we should be increasing in schools and around the world. In conclusion, humans are becoming lazy and spoiled with more technology that is being invented to do our jobs for us. The more technology permeates, the less resilience, adaptation, and persistence will be built into human characteristics moving into future generations. And able to slow these cons, we need to slow production and think more deeply about the best technology that is necessary for our improvement. Another possible solution would be to increase adaptation and resilience, which are healthy characteristics in schools so they don't have so much dependence on technology. According to Elizabeth Coney, head of St. Margaret's College, adolescents forming a strong group identity that this new social identity predicts increases in psychological resilience that persists for many months. By eliminating the source of technology in these teenagers' lives, they will become closer bonded with their friends and be able to face adversity head-on with the help and guidance of others. Overall, technology is not the biggest thing we need in our society. It creates unhealthy routines that, as Nelson Mandela said, can help the time go quicker, which is not always great. In addition, Thomas Permusic says that resilience is best developed through hardships. Technology strips us from facing hardships on our own. Thank you.
Nicely done. I got a couple of questions and then you'll be done here. Okay, for the first question, how did your research question evolve as you moved through the research process from the beginning to what you just delivered?
So from the beginning, my research question focused mostly on environmental harm and how technology is harming the environment, and because then it could be closely related to my counter-argument on how it can help climate change. However, as I continued in my research, I saw that technology is really harming the mental and social aspects of our life instead of the environmental aspect.
Terrific. And then as a follow-up to that, how did you use the conclusions or questions of others, specifically in your evidence, to advance your own conclusions?
Well, I saw that in Nelson Mandela specifically, that routines really help in our daily lives, and that helped with my evidence because technology often gets us in a routine. We wake up, we look at our phones for social media or new posts, we use computers in our daily lives, and that really just is a routine that is not healthy, and that helped me to move towards my social and mental aspects of why technology is bad.